And good evening, Bitcoin Gladiators. This is Drew coming with the Saturday Market Evening Report. Many of you were requesting for me to do a video, so I decided to do what you've been requesting. Because I know a lot of things have been happening and everyone's anticipating what's going to happen next. So I'll just give you guys a brief idea of what I think is going on. Well, taking a look here, as we begin to see the lines I've had here previous as far as support at 43.88. It crossed our first line over here. Once it crossed here, we can see that the support that it's trying to bust is 50,300. So every time it hits this, it would come back down. But as I can see, this is on its way up. If I go over here, whoops. We can take a look that it's on its way up. So as we begin to see, we're going to see this continue to rise and keep hitting on my line over here. Eventually, as it gets closer to here, the stronger it will be, and eventually it'll cross and move its way to $64,000. So we're still in the bull market, so have no fear. We have to expect it again to correct itself. We've been seeing so much great profit, so kudos to those who've been following my trades all the way down at 43,000. Because the Bitcoin is doing so well and there's a lot of bullish news, we begin to see Ethereum actually doing the same thing here, which is really exciting. It passed my lines that I've had here, showing that it's a very strong up move. And so we begin to see that it's sticking around this line at 3,100. But it's going to work its way up as well, because we also see a strong trend going this direction. So as it continues to draw closer to the corner of this triangle, we're going to begin to see this cross 3370 and move its way up. And you're probably wondering where it's going to go. So with that said, I'm anticipating this to go to about 3,600 once it crosses 33. Moving on to the XRP, we begin to see it also did really well, crossing the two supports over here, busting through the second one, and I had this one as a strong resistant at one point, but now it has created a strong resistant, and so now it's working its way up, and we begin to see that this is also a very good trend going upwards this way. And so as we begin to see it's going to come back up, and it's going to be a little bit of a resistant over here, but once it crosses this way, we're going to expect this to also bust through here, and I'm anticipating this to go to $1.50. So it's a very good return on your money with XRP. Even though it's still not moving as high as we expect it, but because of course the case that's still underway, which as I was mentioning to many of you in my previous videos, as I'm following it, the XRP will go to the moon. We're just waiting for the case to conclude. Now I'm going to add one more here called ADA. Cardano is one of my favorites. I've been following this for quite some time, and again, this is kind of one of the ones I don't really cover, but this is something I do suggest to take a look at in both Solana. But for this one, I'm anticipating this to draw upwards again because it's strong and it's coming up here to bust through $2.90. So it's working its way up, and once it crosses here, I anticipate this to go all the way to $3.86, which is a massive return on your money. So as we begin to see, we're seeing some great moves. We can't complain. Of course, we're going to expect things to move up and down, but that's a healthy trend. And so if you do have any questions or concerns, you let me know. And like I was encouraging you, just hold on. Buy these dips every time it comes down, because once it starts moving its way up again, you're going to make some incredible profits as we see this continue to climb. sometimes it will deviate off the track a bit, but there is no perfect line when it comes to traveling upwards. And so, but overall the metrics are looking really, really good. So other than that, have yourselves a great night, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. I'll be in Vancouver, so looking forward to doing another video for a few minutes, maybe somewhere beautiful, a lot more beautiful than Calgary. I'm not biased or anything, but Vancouver's a very beautiful place. So, all right, have yourselves a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.